We're out here in the shop today, and we got some handy tools with us that you can find at ozfence.store. We're going to show you how they work. We've got a variety of banana clips, top rail dressers, and we've figured that we would show you guys kind of what they do and why you need to buy them. So we got 4 different kinds of top rail dressers up here. We have the homemade Ozark Fence Special right here.
Ozark Fence Special, made by Matt.
A piece of top rail and a piece of truss rod, and this works. And when you have the chain link and you're trying to stretch more than, I don't know, maybe a half a roll, you got, let's say, maybe 50 feet of fence, and you want to make sure that the fence stays up on the top rail as you're stretching it, you can hook these every so often along the fence.
So this is the pumpkin claw. It's a different style version of what we just showed you. These come in from this side, hook on, and then whip around. Available at ozfence.store. Also slide pretty easily. Holds up your chain link, just like that. Okay, so our next 2 things are the same, basically. But one is plastic, one is metal. These are banana clips. They're the smallest and easiest to use style.
They go on the top rail just like this. And just like the first 2, they can slide back and forth as you're tightening the chain link. Helps hold the chain link to the top rail.
Every so often.
So we got all 4 of the different style clips up here. As you can see, we have a lot of different clips on here, and they're all really close together. If you were using this in real life, you wouldn't need to have this many this close together. You basically want them in between terminal post or line posts, and maybe 2 or 3 would do. So if you had, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 for a job, that'd probably get you good. The next tool we have is called the bear claw. These come in a variety of sizes. Right now we've got a 2.5-inch post, so we got our 2.5-inch bear claw. They come in a variety of sizes. We have 1 3/8, 1 5/8, 2-inch, 2.5, 3, 4, 6 5/8. We got you covered at ozfence.store.
They also come in 8 and like 8 5/8 inch. Like,
nice.
I don't know who needs a post for that, but.
If your basketball rim fails, just buy one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
This is really good for shorter runs. Anything that's maybe a whole roll, 50 foot or more, you'd probably want to use a jig and a come along to get it tight. But this works really well for fences that have a lot of twists and turns and corners. It's got a part in here for the tension bar. You basically stick it into the tension bar and then hook it to the post and pull it to get it over to the post. And once you get it hooked in there, it stays pretty good, and that way you can be a one-man band, throw it up here, get your tension bands on here and bolt them down without having to need a helper or having to hold it and do it at the same time. So this tool is a chain link knuckler. It's good for bending over wire at the end of a run. It works by sticking it in there and bending it over. It's also really good and more appropriately used in the shop for gates. Let's say you got a gate that you need to trim the bottom off of. That way it doesn't drag in the grass. It's really great for that. So we basically just go by and trim up what we need to on the bottom and then use the T or the knuckler to bend it back into place and make it look like it's brand new, basically shortening the wire. There's also this one that we've made here in the shop. It's just kind of made out of some old tension bars. It is definitely the Cadillac of all knucklers. It's got a good grip on it, and yeah, it's a pretty good one.
This is the last tool we got to show y'all. It is a gate clip crimper.
Crimple.
So on our gates here, you see we already got a couple done, but basically we put the gate clip on. There's the bear claw in action from earlier, the 1 3/8 one. And then you take it, put this guy in here, that there, crimper down, holds it in place. That guy comes off. Voila, gate clip crimper. Not available at ozfence.store.
Crimple. So we just wrapped up a video on how to make a jig for 2x4s for privacy wood fence. If you'd like to check that out, click here.
Now, while Matt and Eric were busy showing you guys the awesome tools we use to build gates, John and I were over at Wire Works putting together a critical component to the new machinery.
So assembly of the wire weaving machine, well underway. We've got it probably, I don't know, 90% or so. Now what we're doing today is we need to bring in an air compressor because right in here we got to hook up air. Now it uses air pressure to both cut the wire and then also run the turrets that either knuckle it or twist the wire to either end. So that's what we're doing. We went up to Grizzly to pick it up. They were the only one that had a big enough horsepower compressor motor, basically that would have the higher CFMs that we need to run this, but also we're trying to future plan. It'll also be able to run probably 3 or 4 machines off of. So rather than try to get a new one or new compressor every time, hopefully get one compressor, not have to buy more as we grow. So without further ado, we got to move some wire. I want it to go right over here. So we're gonna move some wire and then bring it in. Go put you guys on a time lapse.
Now, several videos ago, you guys saw us installing the post behind our fabrication shop for the new Prism by Beta fence we're installing back there. It's finally the day. We got new brackets in to finish installing the panels on the fence. I think it went really well. Now, part of me that wears the Wire Works hat doesn't love this statement, but from a security standpoint, it could be a replacement to chain link. Thanks again, Beta Fence. Shout out for sending us the fence. We appreciate it very much.
We're out here on the side of the shop and we finally got our brackets in for our woven wire fence. So we're going to be putting that up here shortly and getting rid of the temporary panels that we have just on the outside of it. The Amazon gift card giveaway secret code word this week is proposal.
Now, all of this is going on a Friday, the final Friday of the month. So as you guys know, after working for a little bit, we all got together to have another great lunch and to go over the state of the company this month, how it's running, and where we're aiming at going next month. Also, shout out to Victor. Doesn't make a lot of appearances on the show, but he's a big part of the company, and he won big.
Victor!
He's gone.
There you go.
And with that, I'm Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors, and I'll see you next week.
Now, time for bloopers.
Not that far. Man, you say it.
Is that what we're doing? Oh, that was it right there.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
We also have
I don't know what this is called. Pumpkin something. Pumpkin claw? No, that'd be stupid.
Ozark Orange.
Ozark Orange.
Yes.
Just like everything else, it blends right in. You can't even see. The big
A gate clip bender. No, a
gate
crimper.
clip crimper.
That would make
Crimper.
Yeah.
I'll say crimper.
Crimple. Say it with an accent. Crimple. Gate clip crimple.
Gate clip.
You like Louisiana alligator
Crimple.
wrestling? Come on down here and get this gate clip crimple.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. You could.
That's
though.
offensive.
Tells us how to use
What is this? And how do we use it? Applejack. Comment below.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? I didn't know we were doing give and take. I don't know. Okay.